taking on our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
It's second and inches.
Up the middle they go with Adams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Operating from the gun, Frost. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Gain of 30. And an Orlando first down.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games, too? Oh, what the heck. In this defense, they've got to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 65 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Wrong 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pryor has it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On first down, Meadows. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Frost. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Operating from the gun, Frost. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for 1st.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake. Frost. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Frost to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Our home team, 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to work. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
First down.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
On the pickup, brings up second and 2.
Second and 2. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll run on first down. Meadows. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fernandez. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 4. Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chicago offense set to get started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
And in Orlando.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Orlando.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now in one of the toughest divisions in football, the NFC East. And here's the Cowboys wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Cowboys move back to within a game of 500. They get to 6-7 with this victory. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And this is the Bears quarterback hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Bears come away with a 4-point victory. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the LA Rams. And this is the running back for the home team. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Commanders wind up winning comfortably, 27-14 the final. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Butker now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
22 yards. And an Orlando first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Bulldozes, the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On play action, they'll throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 3 tight ends up front here. Third and goal. That's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at time if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a full possession game.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go to the keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll set up to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30.
Off play action. Frost firing quickly here, and that's complete. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Frost. He finds his man, complete. It's Reeves. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Midfield at the 48.
A run up the middle, Adams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And after the a good gain last play. This time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Second and 11. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. On the handoff, Adams here. And not much of a hold there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left still. Get a third. Coming up. Back to throw. Frost. And that will be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Up the middle they go. Meadows. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Orlando, first down.
On first down, Meadows. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll try the left side. Meadows. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Looking to juke. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal. At the 3-yard line.
Off the option, that's complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They'll try and fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Now second and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
9 yards to go.
And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Gets past one man. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down. 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Orlando.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And he stopped immediately there. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Back to throw now on second and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And his kick is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns, just over 2 minutes to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing to start the drive. Frost. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Frost. And he hits him in stride. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Here's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
They'll look to throw again. Connecting with Andrews. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. This is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
back to throw. Frost. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Looking to throw. Frost. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Orlando, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Chicago, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.